Welcome to Lunch and Go with Laurie. Today I want to talk to you about sitting. And you could say, sitting? A dog just sits. But there's so much more to it, and I want to give you some of the nuances. So first we're going to look at Sid, and Sid is normal. So what we look at when he sits is he's nice and square. His back feet are not pushed out to the side, not one in front or behind the other. They are mildly externally rotated, which is normal for him. If you look at his front feet, they too are placed evenly. Now his weight is shifted slightly to the right, but his head is to the right. He's looking to the right, which means when he goes to get up, he's going to push his weight off to the right. And we can use that when we do exercises. So he's normal. Now let's look at Ollie. Ollie over here, as you can see, this back leg actually internally rotates a little bit, so it's going into his abdomen. You can see that his back is roachy, right? He's kyphotic. Why? Well, if you look, his front feet are under him more than they should be. His weight is pulled forward. He doesn't want to flex that leg all the way. Something back there is a little bit uncomfortable. His head's low. His head's down. Now, he's looking at me like, oh, Mom, what are you doing? We can see a little bit of hyperextension of his carpal joints, and that may be from him chronically pulling his weight forward. You can say, okay, well, we can see some of that, but let's look at this view. 90-degree difference. Here we can see that right rear leg actually is out, held laterally, and internally rotated. His knee is coming up under his belly. If you look at his weight is shifted to his left side. It's more straight up and down here. Even though his head is turning to the right, he's got his weight shifted that way. If you look at his front feet, his left front is in front of the right, which means when he goes to get up, he's going to use that one more, even though right now his weight is planted on his right front foot. And you say, oh, that's really cool, Laurie. But why is there a picture of a pig in here? Well, this is Henry, and she's really cool. But I put her in here for more than just cool factor, right? When she sits, she has lots and lots of muscle and very little legs. So when she sits, she can't flex the way we normally think of a dog's legs flexing. When she sits, she shifts her weight back, and her legs are pretty much straight out in front of her. And when she goes to get up, she pulls with the front until her back legs get into a point that she can then push off. Okay, Laurie, why are you telling me this? Because we have some breeds that are kind of shaped like that. Think about corgis. They physically cannot sit the way Sid is sitting. They have short little legs, especially if they're working dogs, lots of muscle, and they cannot physically sit in a sphinx or lay down in a sphinx position. In fact, a lot of times you see these guys and they go out into frog dog. Why? Because they can't lay down like this. So when they go into frog dog, their legs are out behind them, they're not all flexed up, and their back can be straight, so it's comfortable. So I hope you learned something, I hope you had fun, and I hope you join me again for Learn and Go with Laurie.